We have homework in boundaries, page 13. Skills, boundaries. Mesa, you attend the first. Did you attend the first one that talk about verb form, subject verb agreement, these things?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you take with them the test, the quiz, is that right?
No, wait, I didn't attend it the first period. You re-explained it for me while they were doing the quiz.
But you didn't do the quiz.
No, I didn't.
So I want to remember just what did you take from these kind of things? What are the things that I explained for you while they are doing the test, the quiz?
You quickly, briefly explained the verb forms and the very first lessons, and then the relative clauses, prepositional phrases, run-on sentences.
No, this for boundaries, I think. How many periods you attend with me till now?
Till now, two, and this is the third one.
Okay, so if they are two, you start with the boundaries, I think. Is that right?
Oh yeah, I started with boundaries.
Yes, okay. So you didn't take anything. You still. Because actually they covered the first skill that was forms for subject verb agreement. Okay, you're gonna add in your schedule Massa Friday for only you and Dalal. Friday, okay. Friday is gonna be at 3 p.m. Okay, Massa.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Don't forget, please, because sometimes because of the groups, I forgot who's gonna enter to this group. So you're gonna add to your periods Friday.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Let me open the file. And kindly, Massa, just write down what are the things that you covered with me, because we don't need to forget anything or miss anything.
Yes, sure.
Okay. We said boundaries, page 13. Okay, page 13 was related to run on. Okay, wrote it. Okay. I'm gonna start with Abdul Munam, the first one, number 11. May you tell me the answer, please?
C, Mr.
C. Okay. Let's find, is it C or wrong? As you can find here, he said set scores are extremely important. This is right. Now we have independent clause. We don't have any problem in. They are only one part of the application. Another independent clause. The problem now is here. We have a problem or not. However, grades and teacher recommendation are other factors that colleges take into account. Another independent. Okay, teacher, wait. We have C and D can be applicable because here we have between the two clauses, independent clauses, full stop, and here also full stop. But here the full stop before, however, here the full stop after, however. So we have to decide, however, is going to be with whom. However, is going to be with the second or with the first. And this is one of the hardest. So you have to read the whole sentence to know, however, with which one, the first or the second. If it's with the second, that means the last two sentences are contradicting with each other. If it's with the first, that means that the first two sentences are contradicting with each other. Okay. So here he said set score are extremely important. They are only one part of the application. So can we say set scores are extremely important? However, they are only one part of the application. It can be applicable. Okay, let's look at the last two sentences. They are only one part of the application. However, grades and teacher recommendation are other factors that college take into account. No. However, now it's contradiction for the first and second sentence. Set score are extremely important. However, they are only one part of the application. So now, however, is going to be with the second, not, I'm sorry, with the first, not with the second. So the answer is going to be here. Clear, Abdul Munam?
Yes, Mr. Clear.
Okay. Now, Dunya, number 12. What is the answer?
B.
B. Let's find. Although buyers are aware of their decisions and the marketing that play into them. Okay, teacher, this is dependent. Then he said, okay, there is, however, some persuasive forces that affect purchasing behavior go unnoticed. This is independent. Teacher, we have dependent, independent, so we need only comma between them. We need only comma. Okay, just wait. Here is comma. So it's right? No, because however, give me the meaning of although. So you have to change one of them. You can't put two negative or two contradiction with each other. So A is wrong. Okay, if I delete now, however, so it's going to be right? Yes. But, and the comma is wrong because they are not two independent. Colon, we didn't take it, and we're going to take it later. So the answer is B. Perfect, Donnie. Number 13, Masa.
Yes, it's B.
Let's find out. He said it's praised as Turing's greatest accomplishment. This is independent. The movie Pulp Fiction interlaces several stories of seemingly unrelated incidents. Another independent. Teacher, two independent together, you have to join them with comma fanboys, semicolon, full stop, or change one of them to be dependent, or change one of them to be a modifier or noun clause. Okay, so A is wrong. As you can find, B also is wrong. C is also is wrong. D, the same thing, because it's a complete independent. So the only one that is going to be modifier. Modifier. So B is right. Perfect. So hype, number 14.
A.
Let's find. Environmentalists have worked hard to rid the river of toxic chemicals. This is independent. Then he put comma but, comma fanboys. The population of fish still hasn't recovered to previous levels. Another independent. So independent between them, comma fanboys is right. Semicolon and fanboys is wrong because we can't put semicolon with fanboys. Comma only is going to be run on. The same thing is going to be run on. So the answer is A. Perfect. 15. Abdul Munam. Abdul Munam, 15.
Yes, Mr. A.
A.
Yes.
Let's find. The movie theater provided large leather seats with slots for popcorn and drinks. Independent. Furthermore, Abdul Munam is like, however. The same like, however. So the screen was crystal clear to make for a great 3D viewing experience. So another independent on Munam. How are you going to put comma only? It's going to be wrong. So it is wrong, Abdul Munam. So can we put semicolon? Yes, between the two independent. Semicolon and fanboys is wrong. In addition, the same thing like furthermore, like however. You have to put semicolon. So this is wrong. So the answer, Abdul Munam, is going to be B. What happened, Abdul Munam? You have to revise this again. This is one of the simplest rule. Okay?
Yes.
Dunya, 16.
D.
A. Let's find.
D.
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 B. Okay.
Yes.
So as a
D.
doctor is a
D for dog.
preposition. I'm sorry?
D.
D for dog. Wallah, I told you D. Okay. So D for dog. This is the last thing. Okay. Okay. So as you can find, as a doctor is a prepositional phrase. I don't care about. Billy consult with patients about their conditions. Independent. He recommends a course of action to correct them. Another independent. Between them, comma is wrong. So A is wrong. Okay. What do you think, teacher, now? If we take care. C is wrong because semicolon and M. Now we have between B or D. One of them is right. He said here conditions and recommends. So consults and recommends. So it's gonna be compound verb. Or compound predicate. Yes, it can work. Okay, teacher, what about D? We can change the second one to be dependent, but the problem here in which we said that which or who will come after them the verb dunya, not the subject. No, the subject dunya. Clear, dunya?
Yes.
Okay. So the answer is going to be compound predicate, compound verb. Now, solve from 1 till 6 on this chat box. The same thing. We're talking about correcting run-on. From 1 till 6 only. Exercise 3.
1 till 6 or 3?
One till six, the first page.
Last one choices?
Okay, the answer for Suhaib. 1 right, 2 right, 3 right, 4 right, 5 right, 6 right. Perfect, Suhaib. Masa, 1 right, 2 right, 3 right, 4 right, 5 right, 6 right. Perfect, Masa. Waiting for Dunya and Abdulmunah. Abdulmunah, 1 right, 2 right, 3 right, 4 right, 5 right, 6 right. Perfect, Abdulmunah. Waiting for Dunya. Okay, Dunya. Dunya, 1. Where is number 6, Dunya? You switch 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1 wrong, Dunya. 2 wrong. 3 wrong. 4 wrong. 5 right. 6 wrong. What happened, Dunya? You just solved the homework right. You got only 1 right. Okay. Let's have a look now how we answer this one, Dunya, and pay attention, please. Dunya, if you are sitting next to your brothers and sisters, please sit on a separate room. Dunya, clear? Dunya, can you hear me? Hello? Dunya? Dunya? Dunya, can you hear me? Hello? I don't know that.
Yes.
Yes, what happened? I want you to sit alone, Dunya, not sit next to your brothers and sisters. Okay. Internet connection. Okay, let's start. until Dunya comes and I'm going to explain for her quickly. As you can find here, alhamdulillah, that Abdul Munam, Masa, Suhaib, you got all of it right, but also this explanation is going to be for Dunya. Okay, here the sentence said, we didn't have his determination and Thursday. Okay, this, as you can find, is independent. Then he said, our great country will not be the same as it today. Another independent. So the problem that we need to change the first one to be dependent or to be a modifier, noun phrase, or noun clause, whatever. So A is wrong because they are going to be run on. If we're going to say in number one, without his determination, yes, it can work because it's going to be a modifier, a prepositional phrase. B also is going to be run on. C is going to be because it's determination intensity. The problem here is not going to be a complete dependent clause. It's not going to be a complete dependent clause. So the answer is going to be B. Number two, born in Scotland in January 11, 1815. This is a modifier. Now, John immigrated to the new country with his parents at a very young age. Yes, it can be because who was born? John. And there is no problem here. In B, he said he was born, okay, in Scotland, January 11, 1815. But the problem that he put semicolon, and after that, he put in Scotland. How we put semicolon here? We put the semicolon between two independent clauses. So this is wrong. He was born in Scotland. Again, the same problem. Because if we write he was born, we're going to have two independent clauses. So here between them, comma, is going to be wrong. If we're going to say born, comma, we can't put a comma before the prepositional phrase. So the answer is going to be A. Dunya?
Yes.
Dunya, welcome back. You can hear me well?
Yes.
Okay. Dunya, I don't want you to sit in a kind of collective. Just take a side from your parents, from your brothers and sisters, just to listen carefully and answer and concentrate on these things. Okay, Dunya?
Yeah.
Okay, the first one, Dunya. The first one is B. Why? Because if you're going to keep it like that, it's going to be two independent clauses connected by a comma is wrong. So we need to change because now this is right. We need to change the first one to be a dependent clause or to be a modifier. So he make it with a prepositional phrase without his determination. So start to be a modifier. So now it's going to be right. All the rest is going to be wrong. Even because here, if you put it, it's not going to be a complete dependent. It's because it's determination. Where is the verb? So it's going to be wrong. Number two, the same thing. Start with a modifier, then a comma, then the independent. This is right. If you're going to write he was born, then semicolon, now the semicolon before the prepositional phrase. Why? So it's going to be wrong. He was born, then end with a comma, then another independent. It's going to be two independent clauses. So it's going to be wrong. Dunya, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Born, then comma is going to be wrong because we can't put comma before the prepositional phrase. So number three. He said he soon began working under a local lawyer in Kingston. So this is independent. Now, this is independent. Then he said his mentor died before he could complete his apprenticeship. So another independent. Two independent between them, comma only is wrong. So A is wrong. What about B? Yes, the problem also wrong because, however, it will not change the clause to be dependent. Semicolon, but is wrong. We can't put semicolon and a conjunction. So the answer is going to be comma, but between the two independent. Number 4. Here, he said, young MacDonald was not quite old enough to take over the practice. Independent. Then he said, however, again, another independent because we don't care about however. This didn't stop the ambitious lad. So another independent. Two independent, so we have to put semicolon or comma fanboys or full stop or change one of them to be subordinate. As you can find, A is wrong. Here he put comma so. Here he put comma so. Okay, it can work here, teacher, right now? Yes, it can work. But we have to be sure that the relation between both sentences is a kind of cause and effect. It can work, but we need to be sure that the relation between the two sentences is cause and effect. Here he said, young MacDonald was not quite old enough to take over the practice. So this didn't stop the ambitious lad? No, it would not be. Because the relation, it's not a kind of cause effect. It's a kind of contradiction. If we put semicolon now, it work? Yes. If we put semicolon, it work. Comma is going to be run on. Number 5. He had several high-profile cases, independent. John quickly became a prominent figure in legal venues, independent. Two independent come after each other, so we can't put a comma, but the comma is right, the problem here. So we have to change this to be a modifier or to be dependent. So A is wrong. If we're going to say after, then comma several high profile. Why? After here is going to act as a prepositional phrase, so it can't. Can we say after several high profile cases? Yes, it's going to be prepositional phrase that acts as a modifier, so it's going to work. C is going to be run on. C is going to be run on. So delete it. The last one. He said the notoriety prompted the young man to run for a legislative seat in the House of Commons. Again, independent. He won in 1844, independent. Here the problem. Between them, comma, is a problem. Delete this. Again, comma. Then won in 1844. But it's better to put one in 1844 next to young man. Next to the one that it described. So this is not going to be also right. Semicolon and which is wrong completely because we can't put semicolon between dependent and independent. Comma which, yes, is going to work. So the answer is D. Now, we're going to solve from 7 till 13. From 7 till 13. Suhaib, 7 right, 8 right, 9 right, 10 right, 11 right, 12 right, 13 right. Perfect, Suhaib. Abdul Minam, 7 right, 8 right, 9 right, 10 right, 11 right, 12 right, 13 right. Perfect, Abdul Minam. Waiting for Massa and Donia. Donia, 7 right, 8 right, 9 right, 10 wrong, Donia. 11 right, 12 wrong, 13 right. You have 2 mistakes. Perfect. Massa, 7 right, 8 wrong, Massa. 9 right, 10 right, 11 right, 12 right, 13 right. You have only 1 mistake, Massa. Okay. Let's have a look just to find out what are the mistakes that we got and why. The first one from the beginning, as you can find, he said, just like June, prepositional phrase. The country was struggling to make a mark on the word independent. In 1877, prepositional phrase. Mr. MacDonald was awarded the position of Premier of the United Province of Canada, independent. Okay, so now they are two independent, come after each other. So the problem is here in this one. So A is wrong. Can we put full stop between them? Yes. This is one of the solution. However, it's not going to solve the problem. So it's wrong. Moreover, the same thing. Number 8. However, however, you know it's an adverb. At this point, Canada was far, actually, I have also to put comma here. There's a problem here. Canada was far from being united, independent. Much less a real province. Wait, teacher. This is not a full sentence. This is a phrase. So it can be. This is a phrase, much less a real province. It's a phrase, a noun phrase, so it can work. If we are going to put united and why? It's not a full sentence. Semicolon, also the same problem. Comma, though, again, as you can find, though here it's a subordinate conjunction. It's not going to work here because this is not a full sentence. So the answer is A. Number 9. The efforts of the King of England to populate the country was a dismal failure. Okay, wait. Till now here it's independent. It has subject and verb. Then he said the people in the West had no interest at all in joining what politicians were calling Canada, another independent. From where? From the people. Run on. Nothing between them. Nothing between them. So A is wrong. If we're going to put full stop, yes, it works. Okay, mister, we have semicolon, but after it is a conjunction. It's wrong. You have to put semicolon or comma conjunction. Comma alone is going to be also run on. So the answer is B. Number 10. He developed the Canadian Pacific Railway and created the Northwest Mounted Police. Okay, independent. Independent with compound predicate. Convincing British Columbia, Manitoba, and Prince Edward Island to join the Confederation. This is not a full sentence. This now is a modifier. Okay, why you put semicolon before the modifier? It's wrong. Are you going to keep it like that? Yes, I can keep it like that. But if the modifier describing police, no, convincing here is not describing police. So it's wrong. Can we say by convincing? Yes, it can be a prepositional phrase. Yes, it can work. D, if we change the last one to be an independent, it's going to be wrong because two independent after each other, between them, a comma is going to be run on. Number 11. Even at age of 60, prepositional phrase. McDonald didn't slow down one bit, independent. In 1885, prepositional phrase. It's look like parallelism. He engineered the first national park in Alberta, independent. So two independent come after each other, between them a comma is wrong. Therefore, the same thing. What does it do? Nothing. Can we put semicolon? Yes, between the two independent, you can put semicolon. Semicolon and is wrong. We said we have to put semicolon or comma fanboys. Number 12. Believing that he could attract the attention of tourists to Canada. This is a modifier. Believing. Who is believing? It must come after the comma. Then he said so. No. We can't put a modifier, then comma fanboys. A is wrong. Yes, Canada, then comma. Then he, yes, because believing that he could attract the attention of the tourists, believing here, describe he. Yes, it can work. And there is comma between them. This is the modifier part. Semicolon, then he, why? We have a modifier. It's not a full sentence. It's not a full clause. Comma and the same thing. Semicolon and comma and between two independent clauses. So both of them is wrong. 13. He was given the honor of knighthood for his dedication to crown and country. So this is independent. Then he said, people today still travel on the McDonald Cartier Highway every day. Independent. Two independent come after each other. Between them, comma is wrong. He put comma. Then with people, why? Why? It's vague. Comma. Then so. Comma. Then so. It can work. Comma fanboys. But we have to be sure that the relationship between them is cause and effect. He was given the honor of knighthood for his dedication to crown and country. So people today still travel? No. It doesn't have cause and effect. Can we put full stop? Is better. Masa clear?
Yes.
Dunya clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now we're gonna go to a new lesson. It's called parallelism. And I think you saw this kind of parallelism between the two independent clauses. That one starts with the prepositional phrase. The second one also starts with the prepositional phrase. Here in the first lesson for parallelism, we're going to talk about the list. The list. You know that if we have two items in the list, like Y and Z, you're going to put only a conjunction between them. Y and Z. Ahmed and Ali. Mona and Dunya. Said and Amir. Nothing. No punctuation. But if you have more than 2, like we have X, Y, and Z, like that, you have to put punctuation. So it's going to be X, comma, Y, comma, and Z. And you have to be sure that these items parallel together. What does it mean? Like if here plural, here is going to be plural, here is going to be plural. ing in the gerund part, ing in the gerund part, ing in the gerund part. Prepositional phrase, prepositional phrase, prepositional phrase. They must parallel together, even in the structure. Let's have a kind of sentence here. I like flying planes, okay? Riding trains, okay? And driving automobile. As you can find here, we have X, comma, Y, comma, and Z. Flying, riding, driving. This is right. If you're going to look at this, you're going to find that the parallelism here is wrong. Is it flying planes, riding trains, and to drive? Wrong. It must be parallel to the other 2. Or you can't change the other 2 to be with 2. Like, I like to fly, to ride, to drive. Like here. To fly planes, to ride trains, to drive. Okay. Like that is right. Okay. Here, I like to fly planes, ride trains, and drive automobiles. This is also right. Because he told you if the second, you delete the 2 from it, so the third, you're not going to put 2. Look at this one is wrong. He said to fly planes, ride trains, so now we have to make the third look like the second. So to drive is wrong. Other example. In chess, remember these 3 goals. What are these? Get your pieces to the center, capture the opposing pieces, and attacking. Wait, teacher. X, Y, Z. Here you said get, capture, but here you said attacking is wrong. You have to be equal, parallel to the list. So get, capture, attack. Another example. Fans of Teresa admire her ability to sing, her passion for performance, and she has good looks. As you can find here, her ability to sing is a phrase, noun phrase. Her passion for performance, noun phrase. And it has also preposition phrase N. And she has good looks. This is a clause, has subject and verb. So how you start with a phrase, then a phrase, then a clause. We said it must parallel. So you have to change the third one to be her ability to sing phrase, her passion for performance phrase, and her good looks phrase. Like that is right. The baby crawled quickly, sleep softly, and cried loudly. Okay. Crawled, it's in the past. Sleeps in the present. Cried in the past. It's wrong. 3 of them must be in the present, or 3 of them must be in the past. Because of that, you change here down. Is it crawled, slipped, cried? The 3 of them in the past. Parallelism. Again. The fashion designer was praised for her creative, comfortable, and her having innovative clothing. As you can find here, he said, we're praised for her creative, adjective. Comfortable, adjective. And her having innovative clothing. This is a gerund phrase. Gerund phrase. It's wrong. It must be an adjective. Because of that, he delete her having and put innovative clothing. Adjective. Another one. I respect his eloquence and that he is brave. Wait, there is an. Before it, a noun. After it, a full clause, subject and verb. Is wrong. Must both of them clauses or both of them noun. So because of that, he said his eloquence and his bravery. Both nouns. Hunting under the moonlight. Hunting under the moonlight. And to howl on top of the mountains were instinctual when the full moon appeared above the werewolf. Wait, mister. There is and here. But here you said hunting, and here you said to howl. Both of them must be parallel together. So you have to choose to hunt, or you make this howling. So you make hunting and howling. I like, there's another form. All of the form that we talk about, or all the example, we talk about what come before and after and, or before and after fanboys. Now we have another form, the comparative form. You know that the comparative form has two shapes. For small adjectives, or not more than 2 syllables, you put ER. So you're going to have adjective, ER, then them. For more than 2 syllables or long adjectives, you're going to put more adjective than. The problem in parallelism is here. What come before these two kind of forms must come after. The same thing. If here is a noun, here is a noun. If here is a clause, here is a clause. If here is a gerund, here is a gerund. I'm going to just tell you something that in the past the teacher taught us. When in grade 4 and grade 3, start telling you, compare you to your friend in age. So you start saying, I'm older than Ali. This is wrong. You have, because older than before it I am, subject verb. So after it, we must have subject verb. So I'm older than Ali is. I'm older than Ali is. This is the right one. The same thing is going to happen here. Look here. I like singing more than here, more than here. I'm sorry, here the mistake. Here he said singing, gerund. Here he said dance. Wrong. Both of them must follow each other. Singing, dancing. Singing, dancing. Example 8. To learn what it means to love someone is accepting the flaws of others. This is a kind of rule, actually, we use it like to love me, to help me, to get better marks, to study. So 2. The problem here that you have also to have a parallelism. So to love someone is accepting. No, it's wrong. To love is to accept. Both of them must parallel together. Example 9. The school was designed to be a place where creativity would be celebrated and hard work was rewarded there. Wait, there is and. What come before and? He said creativity would be celebrated. What come after and? Hard work was rewarded there. Okay, teacher, wait. Both of them are clauses, so they are right. No. But if you look here, you will find that the verb is what be celebrated. The verb here was rewarded. No, I need even the same structure in the verb. As much as you can. So here is going to be creativity would be celebrated, and the second one is going to be hard work would be rewarded. Example 10. The principal planned to improve teacher training and clear rules for student conduct should be established. Okay, before he bring 2 plus infinitive to improve teacher training. Second, he just bring a complete clause. Why? We don't need a complete clause. We don't need a complete clause. We need parallelism. So to improve teacher training and to establish, or you can delete to establish clear rules for student conduct. Example 11. Traveling the world has given me the pleasure of meeting new people, to explore different ways of life. Okay. Here it's a kind of complicated rule, but I'm not talk about it too much because it will not come in digital set. But it will come in your academic studies in the school. So you have to be sure of something called coordinate adjectives. Coordinate adjectives, there are 2 adjectives that come after each other without using and. We put only comma, even if they are 2. We put only comma, even if they are 2, like beautiful, smart girl. Instead of saying beautiful and smart, we can say beautiful, comma, smart. This we call it coordinate adjective. The same thing happened here, but this is no coordinate adjective. Here, it's a kind of parallelism between two phrases without using and. We use only the comma. The same thing for the coordinate adjective. As I told you, this will not come in this test set. So, of meeting new people to explore different ways of life. No, both of them must be pattern. So, of meeting new people, of exploring different ways of life. Okay. For the exercise right now, he said, make the following sentences parallel. We need to make parallel. You can't tell me where it's a mistake. If you do want, just correct it. I'm gonna start with Abdul Mun'im.
That she looks beautiful and her charm helped her get out of speeding tickets.
There is and here.
Yes,
Before he said that she looks beautiful, after he said her charm.
yes.
So, is it right?
Yes, sir.
No, it's not right. Here,
No.
it's a noun. And here, it's dependent clause. Both of them must equal. So you can make there, here, her beauty. Her beauty. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So her beauty and her charm. Dunya, second one.
Is it correct?
Is it correct? Let's find. Visitor to my hometown in the middle of nowhere. Can experience ride on the bus. Can experience rides on the bus. Drinks. At, so take care. So experience rides on the bus. Drinks at the tavern. And eating. Rides, drinks, and
Eating at McDonald's.
yeah, it's wrong. Because here noun. Here noun. So here we must have noun. Eating is the gerund. Clear?
Yes, so eat
So we
at
can say
McDonald's.
meals or food instead of eating. Clear,
Yes.
Dunya?
Yes.
Number 3. Masa.
Yes. It's we remove and they have from
Excellent. Perfect. There is and here. So she starts suspecting that there is no parallelism. He said here, sense of smell. Sense. Quick agility. Okay. So how you're going to make it globe? They have fierceness. No, it must be fierceness only. Perfect. So Hype, number 4.
I think we will cancel only 2 and 2 stars.
Okay, 2 in the last, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So it's going to be to file, burn, and start. Excellent. Or you can put 2 here. So it's going to be to file, to burn, and to start. Number 5, Abdul Mun'im.
True.
Abdul Mun'im. Number 5. Look at
Yes.
and Abdul Mun'im.
Oh, Nicholas House. Yes.
We have here environment. We have here
Environment,
jobs.
jobs.
And here it costs us less.
Yes, yes.
So noun, close.
Yes. So we have to change it,
Okay. So we can change it and we can write and money. Okay, thank you. Dunya, number 6.
Remove 2.
Remove 2. So we're gonna say like smoking and
Drinking.
drinking. Or we can say likes to smoke and to drink. Okay, thank you. Masa, number 7.
Number 7, I would change quickly to being quick.
Okay. Or we can say it changed being silent to be silently. All right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Number 8, Suhaib. Suhaib,
Yes.
number 8. And is here, Suhaib. He said here to pay, here find, here he said a new house. You have to
Okay.
add something, Suhaib.
We'll add something after and, yes.
Yes, because here is a verb. Here is a verb. So here we can say and buy.
Okay.
Okay. Number 9, Abdul Munam again. Abdul Munam.
Yes, Professor.
We
And
have and
also
here,
need,
Abdul Munam.
yes.
Hmm.
We have to change it, Professor.
Yeah, what you're gonna change?
They countersued to apples back patient.
Take care. Here he said rejecting apples,
Apples.
aluminum in court. And here he said this is a gerund. And here he said they counter you. Apple pack for pattern and fingerprint. So this is a clause.
Was okay.
So here rejecting. So here you have to make it counter suing. Okay.
Countersued.
To be gerund. Dunya,
Yes.
number 11. And is here Dunya. He said trained, screamed, valiantly fights. So trained, screamed. So here it must be here verb in the past. Here verb in the past. So and
Delete the ly.
no, we need the verb. Where's the verb here?
Fights.
Okay, make it in the past. It's gonna be
Fought.
fought. Sought valiantly. So it's gonna be trained, screamed, and fought. Okay. Masa, number 12.
Number 12, do we add an adjective to containers?
No, is right. Container is right because here he said writings of Einstein. Containers of fossils, as you can find. Noun, preposition, phrase. Noun, prepositional phrase. The problem here. Chinese opium boxes. You have to change it to be what?
I don't understand.
Why? Here is a
Boxes of
noun.
Chinese opium.
Prepositional phrase. Here a noun, prepositional phrase. Here, only it's complete sentence. So you can change it. Boxes of Chinese opium. Clear?
Yes, clear.
Suhaib, number 13.
Yes. It will be and search.
And search. There is ing. Okay. 14, Abdul Munam.
Did the
And
boy
is here, Abdul
prepare
Munam.
to eat a lot, dance a lot,
He said to eat,
and
to
the thing is,
dance, and
to drink a lot?
to drink. Perfect, Abdul Munam. The last one, Dunya, 15. And is here. I'm sorry?
Delete he packed the key.
Okay. No, take care. He said here, he graduated. He packed. Then he said rushed. Then he said
so he
leaves.
was-
We have to delete he from here. Is that right?
No.
Why? Right. So it's gonna be graduated, packed, rushed, and also we're gonna change this to be what?
Halved.
What?
Wait, change what?
Change leaves to be what? Here
Leave.
graduated in the past, packed in the past, rushed in the past, and
Leave.
left. Left, Dunya. The past of leave, left. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. We have exercise 2. We are talking also about parallelism. We're talking about parallelism. This is going to be homework. This is going to be homework. Let me write. And next time is going to be on Tuesday, the right?
Yes, Muslim.
The vocab is going to be... No, I'm going to make the vocab each for the time being. I'm going to make it each Sunday. So the vocab for next Sunday, and you know that next Sunday is off. So you have time, except Suhaib. Suhaib, you are homeschooling in Kuwait, or you are what?
Yes, homeschooling.
Alhamdulillah. So it's the vocab number 1, 200 for the next. The first 200 words for Sunday, okay? Next Sunday. This number 1.
Including the same words we...
Yes, the first 200 words. So I mentioned now Masa all the first. So I increase them only 100 words more. This number 1. For boundaries, you have homework. It's exercise 2. Number 1, pages 20. '21. It's a big one, guys. So from 20 till 22. It's exercise 2. Any question? Okay.
Thank
You
you,
can
Muslim.
leave. Don't forget that we have a session on Tuesday. And the Masa, don't forget that you're going to add Friday to your schedule.
Yes.